Hey YouTube, a quick video on cleaning a pellet grill. If you're not cleaning your pellet grill regularly, you're setting yourself up for trouble. So I thought I'd give you a quick overview of how I do this. I did a really pretty in-depth cleaning on it this time. I got the Camp Chef DLX, which I love. This thing has been reliable and good, and I can't say enough about how much we love this thing. But anyway, about once or twice a year, well, let me preface this. First of all, about probably once a month or so, depending on what you're cooking, I pull the grates out, and I pull this out, and I vacuum out this firebox because it fills with ash. So all this down here, I gotta vacuum it again actually, but this will be full of ash, and you need to clean that out. I always vacuum this out too. This time, you know, I was getting a lot of creosote on the lid and the surfaces, and I just took a paint scraper and went along and scraped off a bunch of the creosote. Another thing of importance is be sure this is clear, and that gets a lot of creosote built up in it, so clean that. Clean it all out. I use a shop vac to vacuum everything out, and I'll break it loose. I use a little bit of a degreaser. This is the dollar store awesome degreaser, which is awesome, and I degrease a little bit, scrape, clean, and then after you're done, you're definitely going to want to fire this thing up to hot and burn off any of this before you cook on it, because that'll be gross. So be sure you do that. The other trick here is I've only got some thin foil right now, but I usually use a thicker foil, and I foil wrap this with 2 layers of foil, and this will help immensely with cleaning because you can just pull the foil off, and all the grease that builds up on here and the ickies that build up on there you can just pull off, and that makes cleaning a lot easier. So you know, you don't have to do an in-depth cleaning this much every time you clean, but you need to clean this out. I do generally use a little brush and scrape off some of the creosote when I'm cleaning too, but just so you know, that's build up, and that will eventually cause you problems. So I thought I'd just do a quick little video, just shot back all that ash out, and then a couple times a year take the scraper. It's a little laborious, but be sure and get your grease channel really clean. And you know, you're never going to get it perfect back to normal. Creosote's pretty sticky, and creosote is just a byproduct of when you burn wood. It's the same thing you get in a chimney. So you're just kind of just removing some of that. It's not grease on your lid. I mean, this isn't grease, this is creosote. So you can tell the grease, you know, that's like a spot of grease right there. So, and obviously you want to keep your temperature probe clean too. But anyway, just give it a good vacuuming. I spray the grates off. I wire brush and degrease, and then I spray them with a hose. And I usually do it in a box, just so you know. I put the grates in a box and spray them, and then I scrape all the stuff off and then rinse them. But once again, this stuff works really good, totally awesome. It's $1 at the dollar store. It's a great degreaser, pretty pungent. You might want to wear a mask when using it. And then like I said, you want to fire this thing up and get it good and hot for a long time, for probably like a half hour at least, before you try to cook on it, because you don't want any of this in your food. But that's the way I do it. Pretty simple. This is a great trick, and I usually double or triple up the foil layers because it'll burn through this foil, the thin stuff. If you have thicker stuff, you can get away with 1 layer or 2, and that really helps with cleaning, and you can just throw that piece away. So anyway, thanks for watching.